All right, everybody. I got a breakdown a little further of Baal. Now, I've been doing this right here for since my enlightenment of knowledge has been coming to me for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now, I guess. But this is something I want to explain to you, is this dragon and the wings of the dragon, which is Ursa Minor and Ursa Major. Alright. Baal comes from the term Ba-El, which is the lesser celestial soul, heaven of the demiurgic Elohim. It became Baal through Christian religious theologians in their search for various aspects of Satan. Now, Satan and the devil are two different beings, two entirely different beings, but that's another story. Satan derives from Sanskrit shaitan, means elemental being, predominantly associated with the Hindu god Agni. Now, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. This comes this way, I think, right through here, and 1, 2, 3 right through here, okay, of the Ra, the Ba, and the Ka. This is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay, this is consciousness, wisdom, and soul. Conscious, wisdom, and soul. Now, down here on this level is the Sa, which is the astral body, the animating life force, divine spark. This is where our ability to move in our avatars, okay? But right here on Baal, this is where Baal comes from, which is the wisdom realm of Ursa Minor to Ursa Major in the dragon. Now, these are the wings of the dragon, okay? Now, this dragon is the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, this is the 4 parts of the brain. The frontal lobe, which is where our ability to process emotions are. Our right hemisphere, mathematical reasoning and logic. Left hemisphere, verbal logic and reasoning. And our subconscious mind, which is where our trauma is stored, okay? Now, all this has to do with this right here. The Ursa Major, the 7 stars of Ursa Major were known in the ancient Indian cosmology as the 7 rishis, or all-knowing sages, the all-knowing God. He knows everything. And this is how the consciousness of Ursa Major corresponds with the consciousness of the 4 hemispheres of our brain, and they're all in the same realms, which bounce back energies through the 12 tribes of Israel, which are in the first 3 heavens, and the body of the celestial beings, which target these areas in our energy to bring about our karma. Our karma. Our karma. All this, these parts right here, are where our karma hits us. And this right here, Dan was replaced with the tribe of Manasseh. Dan means judge. This was our ability to remember. Remember everything I'm telling you here. And replaced it with Manasseh, which means cause one to forget. And that's why you cannot remember any of this going through the portal of birth. Our memories are wiped clear. And here, this is where we wrestle with ourselves. Our suffering is in the soul. Our suffering is in the soul. Our attack comes from the negative energy of the devil. Which is the southern hemisphere of the earth, called the South Pole. This North Pole and South Pole is two totally different polarities, which cause us, this is where freedom of choice comes from. The positive energy of the north and the negative energy of the south, which brings about the lights of the aurora australis, and the north is the lights of the aurora borealis, which are energies that are inside of our bodies that correspond to emotions, the color of our chakras. The color of the borealises are the same colors as our chakra. That's how we are made out of the clay of the earth. The clay of the earth gives us our energies to affect these energies right here by karma, by Ursa Minor and Ursa Major, and dealing with Baal all at the same time on the realm where we get our wisdom. We get our wisdom through the spiritual light Baal, which is beta radiation. Now, when this dragon, I think I had it, when this dragon, let's say this dragon, okay, and the wings of the dragon, like this, when they start rotating around Draco, this is Draco right here, constellation Draco, where we get our karma from. When these two Ursa Major and Ursa Minor start orbiting around Draco, it gives the illusion that the wings are flapping, which gives it the illusion of the flying dragon. This is where the flying dragon comes from, and the dragon of the Chinese culture. Okay? Now, there's a lot of serpents in spirituality, in the Bible even, and there's many constellations which refer to reptiles. Now, in the book of Job, it talks about the Pleiades. It talks about the Pleiades, it talks about Orion, Mazzaroth, and Arcturus in the book of Job. And all these have to do with Job's suffering when everything that Job had was taken away from him. It's because he was going through a karmic debt. Job was going through a karmic debt, and he had to pay up. He had to pay up. He had to pay his karmic debt. When everything was going good, bam, karma, or Saturn, the planet of chaos, entered his zodiac sign, whichever one he incarnated in, and it took everything he loved for his karmic debt. And this is where it hit Job, in these energies right here. Love you guys.